Can't go one video without that, can you, dear? Just get my damn computer to work here.
Yeah, you're a little off center.
Well, you gotta look at the camera. There you go. Oh boy, I might need a bit more headroom as well. Hello, girl from Michigan. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Hello, Melanie Tyler. But I got a list of a shitload of people to thank today.
Hello, Miss Melanie.
Hi, Julie Smith. Hi, Kimberly Cox. Kelby Thrasher. Christine Wilkerson. What's up?
Hello, ma'am.
Linda Calpari. T. Berry. Any little bit helps. We're going toward a either a shed or another cheap enclosed trailer because they're about the same price. The next little bit, but yeah.
Hey, man.
Joy Leonard, Gina Garnett, Connie Hess. I was able to get my equipment, well, most of my equipment. I still got to go get a chemical sprayer. Then we're working on a. It's funny that buying building a shed, buying a shed, or buying an enclosed trailer are all about the same price. So we're looking for something else. But I was able to get all of my equipment today. Like I never missed a beat. But I have 46 people to thank.
Thanks, Connie.
One star says, yay, live videos. I think you left a link in the last video for one of those bracket kits where you add the 2x4s. I didn't leave a link in anything, but okay.
Oh,
Or maybe
okay.
they're talking to some, I don't know. Sometimes I don't follow and it's hard to keep up.
Yeah, Miss Gina, you can't buy them local. You have to order them.
Yeah, they're like a week away. Like the soonest one would be next Friday would be the first one. And it's not necessarily a kit. It's just got all the little metal brackets and things. And you go out and you buy the 2x4s. But being a renter, if it's within like $50 or $75 of the same price, if I can find another enclosed trailer, yeah, let's just do that. It'll give me more storage space. And if we ever need to move, we'll have 2 trailers instead. Am I looking younger in my videos? I'm not getting any younger, I promise. Not getting any younger at all. Let's see. Wow, okay. Now that I've changed my computer, I'm actually in. What's up, Quiff?
Hello, hello.
You're on the list. I'm going to let a few more people get here, and then I'm going to start reading the list of the 46 folks that I specifically want to thank by name. And yeah, there's a few last names that I'm going to massacre, and I apologize, but I have fans from all around the world, and I am versed in California public schools English, so I'm not the best. Hello, Carla Colmer, Melinda Starr, Pose. Or what was that thing they did with Pepsi in the 90s where they went, right? We're so happy you were able to replace your tools. Because there are still good people out there. So happy that you got your equipment. Your fans will always come through. I'm claiming if someone quits smoking, they look younger over the course of less than a week. Well, I have yet to quit smoking. Good Lord answered prayers.
Thank you, Annette.
I'm going to let the wife address that. Let's see. I wish I could have helped, but I'm probably going to lose my car in the next few days due to a write-off, so I have to save like a bitch to get a new one. I'm sorry to hear that. That's part of the reason why we gamble on buying used cars. I'm relatively mechanically inclined, and 9 times out of 10 I do a good job of finding a used car for cheap rather than having a payment. But I was a repo man for a lot of years, so I've been, yeah, good times. I'm sorry that that's happening to you. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Absolutely. Because I have been taken care of on the equipment end of things. Just got to figure out somewhere to put it other than in my living room, because that's where it's at the moment. Hello, Melinda Starr. Hello, Shelley Sanders. All right, so I got 51 of you people here. This may be the most people that have ever watched any one of my live streams. I'm going to go through this list, and this list is not in alphabetical order. It just goes in order of as it was received. And again, I apologize if I massacre your name. So, I'm not the best. If I were the best, I'd be exploring with Josh, and I'd have 3 million subscribers. You know, that fucker's got 3,200,000 subscribers or something, okay? And he still has, he's got to be selling merch, and he's got to send me PayPal money for a motel room. Guy's making like $600,000 a year off of YouTube if you look at his Social Blade page, and I don't think I've made $600,000 in the last 10 years. Anyway, so we will start. And this is a thank you. However, I don't want to. I'm not going to say thank you to every one of you before your name, but I'm going to thank every one of you and make sure to say your name proper here. We're going to start with Julie Smith, Connie Jo Swanson. It's going to either be Chloe Falcon or Chloe Falcone. Shit. That's the girl from the other night that met me at the... I'm sorry. Lady. That's Chloe Falcone or Falcon. I'm sorry, Jesus. Shows about where my brain is at this week.
And it's my handwriting.
Well, I can't. I have a hard time reading your handwriting. It's not nearly as bad. White Tiger Ranger, hi. Hello, Rose. And Tara Megan, Sarah Clark, who has an asterisk by her name, which means that she dropped an address. I'll get a postcard out to you soon. Scott Hilton, local model car legend. When you guys have your meet in the fall, I'm going to bring you a model car kit to that meet. Wow, hey Chloe, good to see you. How old am I? I'm 36. Perhaps Chloe wants to go dumpster diving tomorrow evening with us. You know how to find me on Facebook. If you want to come out with us tomorrow and sit in the back seat, you're more than welcome. I could even help you set up your own YouTube channel. But again, if you run my cams without me, you and me gonna have some problems. But yeah, you know how to find me on Facebook if you want to go out tomorrow evening. Let's see. Karina Jensen. To be 36 again. Yeah, what happened to 23, right? There is Terry. This is a name that I struggle with on a regular, because I have contact with this person back and forth, and I've been too embarrassed to ask how to pronounce their last name. It's got to be something like Goush, but it's Ghoussheh, and I don't know how to enunciate that. Thank you, Rose. Lynch Star. Let's see here. We go to Don Sherritt, or Schratt. Not entirely sure how that last name works. This side of the pond, it would be Sherritt. That side of the pond where she's from, it's probably Sherratt, or something with a really strong English accent. Gail Bond. Tracy Sharp. Kimberly Wenzel. Pamela Yacko, which I do believe is here as Pam Yak. If she's not here as Pam Yak, she's commenting all over my videos as Pam Yak, if I'm not mistaken. Janice Terrell. These are all names that are very, very familiar. Lynn Clark, you are awesome. God bless you. My name is Anthony, by the way. Jane Daddy. I don't know if that's an actual name.
That's what it's under.
You could ask who your daddy is if that's the case, if your name is Daddy. I'm not hitting on you, Melanie Tyler, I promise. My wife is sitting right there. If I were hitting on anybody, it would have to be the local girl now, you see? That would just be how it would have to make sense. Donna Gerald. Rida Widener. And of course, Christine Wilkerson. She's always there. Carla Colmer. Catherine Draper, Shelley Sanders, perhaps she's related to the Colonel. Angela White, Kimberly Cox, C-O-X, Cox, but not Cox. Janine Bergstrom, Eric Wilkins, and there is also Francis Wilkins and Kenzie Wilkins from the same. Glad you're getting help. Sorry that happened. Saying, hey, from Louisiana. I know you aren't hitting on me. I think you're being hit on. Oh, well. Wouldn't be the first time. Cherry Clark. Rhonda Brown. Janelle Hahn. Wow. This person probably got picked on quite a bit as a kid. And not because, because kids, well, humans in general suck. It doesn't matter what age group you're in. Your group of peers generally suck to deal with. But Terry Berry, tell me they didn't have some sort of a jingle. I'm sorry. My last name rhymed with gay, so I had to deal with that a lot in school. People just assumed I was gay. Oh, you know how that works. I can't type. I'm related to him through marriage. Well, tell the Colonel I want some of that extra crispy tenders on a buttered biscuit. Debbie Hahn, who sent a message about paying it forward, into which I will definitely pay it forward. I'm sending you a card off tomorrow. Awesome. Glad you got your new stuff so quick. Well, awesome. I actually had to pay it forward both yesterday after my equipment got stolen and today after I got new equipment. Ricky has a buddy who needed a wheel for a bicycle, and he came to me. And I gave him a wheel and tire for a bicycle, and then Ricky came to me today, and I had to do some, yeah, I pay it forward when I can, I understand. And I appreciate Debbie Hahn paying it forward. And if any of you, let's see, that's my married name, everyone thinks it's cute. Oh, Terry Berry, oh, there she is right there, T. Berry. Let's see, Teresa Martis, Cece Osborne, Joanna Wilson, Monique Ruger and Gary Ruger, Cheryl Schnartz, CWA Incorporated, the name that the wife wrote down is Brandon for that, Matthew Bailey, Linda Calipari, went to school with a girl whose name was Cookie Berry.
Oh, wow.
They call me I went to school with a girl whose name was Patty Minty. So when you put her name on the enrollment sheet and the teacher looked at it and it was Minty Patty. Good times. Well, I'm thankful that you could, Linda, and that you're here for the chat. Tony Jean Agbadike, Marianne Tankersley, Tim Bell, came up as Nancy Wilson, but if I'm not mistaken, that is my buddy Aaron Miller, who lives in Hoquiam, Washington. Oh, we have a KFC in our town, but it is absolutely vile. You don't want to eat there. You don't. Happy and sad. Well, that's exciting. Aaron, I actually have something that I've been meaning to send to you for a really long time that's been wrapped in paper that I'll get out to the mail to you. I'm sorry I haven't got it to you. I should have actually sent it to you when I sent you the shirt for your kid from Gravedigger, but it never happened. I apologize. Let's see. Was Fleshman. I was called. Oh, good Lord. Well, it would be even worse in the modern era of the Fleshlight to have the last name Fleshman.
Oh.
Woo-hoo. Sherry Burns, of course, Brandy and Tim Bender, longtime watchers, and Shirley Koger. Anybody I have missed, I apologize, but there's a really big list. So far, there's been 46 people who have, yeah, I still have, like $70 left over to go toward the shed project, or I'm doing good, Robin, excuse me. After I was able to replace my blower, the power head, the string trimmer, the edger. However, I still need to go get another backpack sprayer, which is going to cost another, like, I don't know, 40 bucks or something. So I'm at least ahead of the game there. Worst case scenario, I bring this equipment in my living room every night and I stare at it because I'm not ever going to leave it in the back of my truck again. You should ask Mrs. Nobody to tell you a story about the last 2 mornings of me waking her up.
The short answer is yes, he certainly does.
I try to keep the lady laughing as much as I possibly can because as long as I keep her laughing, she has nothing to be unhappy about. She's been awfully smiley lately. But yeah, I try to keep the missus laughing all the time. All the time. Let's see. Good evening, Anthony and Mary. Thank you, Tony Jean. If you missed it, I read your name off the list for thank you for your contribution. I was able to replace all of the key equipment.
Have a good night, Miss Melanie. Hey, Miss
Go to bed. Yeah, you love my humor. Good guy. I like that. Happy wife, happy life. Super. I think the wife is happy. I'm not even going to go down the road about multiple departments, but we'll just say that she's fed and happy.
And well taken care of.
Yeah, I made you cheesesteaks tonight.
Yeah, with enough for leftovers.
Yeah, we got leftover cheesesteaks. I haven't made a cooking video this week because I was working all day every day this week, and the cooking was just basic bullshit this week that I was cooking. There was nothing worth, and then my shit got stolen and I had to deal with that yesterday, and then tonight it was just cheesesteaks. You guys have already seen that. So my son Caleb says he loves Mrs. Nobody's laughs. It makes him giggle. You should hear some of the other noises that come out of this particular lady at times, and I don't mean that in a bad sort of a way. That when you get to pinching and squeezing, she makes all kinds of noises. Thank you, Connie. Unnecessary though. I should turn the super chat here off. I don't come here for that. You guys can keep it. I've only ever asked you guys once, and that'll be the last time I ask you for anything, unless I get up one morning and somebody steals my truck, then I may have to ask you guys for some help again, but I don't foresee that happening. Miss Monica says hello from Monica and Gary in Illinois.
And I believe they will get a postcard.
Yes, ma'am. He is 12. Oh, so he's into Beavis and Butthead and fart jokes. Tell him he needs to go back and rewatch Beavis and Butthead. When I was 12, I was watching Beavis and Butthead. Linda Calpari says she sounds very happy. Thank you again, Connie Heth. Super duper. Super duper. It's coming out of the pooper. Said the state trooper. Need to write up. Oh, he does. Yeah, Beavis and Butthead is where it's at, dude. 12.
Oh.
He's a year older than the little nobody who I love her to death, but she's being a complicated individual right now, and perhaps that's just being an 11-year-old girl. Hi friends, I'm sorry about your things. You're such a well-loved man, and it goes to show the response you get. I wish I could have helped. Vicky, the Clorox wipe lady. Hey, we still got Clorox wipes.
Yeah, and they are put to use. Thank you, thank you.
Yes, just send me a message on Facebook, and I'll shoot you a postcard. I know it's not much, but I'm glad I could help. Hey, any amount. Every penny helps. As much as you do, I really don't think any one of us minded doing when we can. I think you were drinking Windex again, yeah. Hormones, gotta love them. Holy moly.
Folks, that's not why we're here. We're here saying thank you.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yeah.
I was thinking, Sunrise 13. Yeah, if your PayPal notice didn't have an address in it, find me on Facebook, send me a message. I will send you a postcard. Sunrise 13, and I gotta scroll back.
Connie.
And Connie, by all means, please shoot me an address.
And 2 of you from across the water sent emails, and we appreciate that, and you will get response.
Yeah, there's a couple of them from overseas that, I mean, to be honest with you, if you'd have just sent me the mailing address, it costs $1.10 to ship you a postcard. It's not that big of a deal. However, I will be glad to send you a email. But if Karina Jensen from Denmark or Catherine Draper from the UK want to shoot me an actual address, I'll spend $1 on a stamp.
Wow.
Keep me ahead. All right. Well, I'll tell you, I got all kinds of pretty shit over here. Well, Bradley, I'm glad you love my channel and will watch it to the end. There's going to be, you know, it's funny that it's been 11 months. Well, shoot me an address, Slick Vic. I wonder if that's my brother. I doubt it. No, it's funny, you know, this is the first year of me actually actively putting into my YouTube channel, and I know I go through ups and downs and this and that, and like there's times that I don't want to be doing this anymore, and then there's times when I become famous. I'm never going to become famous, but you know, I enjoy doing what I'm doing, and you know, and you got to think that like there's channels like Mighty Car Mods that I watch, that I've been watching for a lot of years. And they've been on the air for like 12 years now. You know, and you look at their subscriber base and that they can just put something on Instagram and like 20,000 people in cars show up at a car show for them. That like, if I keep plugging away at this, you know, in 10 years time, oh, maybe I'll have like another 300 subscribers. Now, I find that my channel is going to have a shelf life that my channel is going to appeal to maybe 5 out of 100 people that happen to cross my videos. The other 95 people are going to click the thumbs down button. They're going to tell me that my language sucks. They're going to tell me that I'm a piece of shit for giving dumpster food to a shelter they once stayed in. Because if I wanted to eat garbage, I wouldn't have went to the shelter. Be like, dude, I eat the food too.
It's in date and it's clean, and it was on the shelf in the store that day or the day before.
No, I mean, I just think about, you know, you get, my channel has like a corner of the market, and it's a teeny tiny little cul-de-sac that's got like 3 houses in it. But yeah, I'm just curious to see if I keep on doing what I'm doing as I'm doing in 10 years. We've put up like 300 videos in 11 months. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them if they don't like what you do, get the hell out of here. We love what you do. See? Keep doing what I'm doing.
Miss Mary has 5 girls.
5 girls? Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I had that thought about her turning 13, and now I'm not. I remember where I was at 13. Nope. Jerry Clark. It's good to see you both happy again. I'm in the UK and was glad to be able to help. Best wishes to little nobody. And if she's watching, best wishes to you too. However, my fucking feelings are hurt that it's Father's Day weekend and you haven't responded to a single text message that I sent you or even asked if I was coming to get you. My feelings are hurt, kid. And know that they're going to continue to be hurt. Anyway, we love living on that little street. Well, I've got P.O. Box 12992, Charleston 29422 is my P.O. Box. We're not talking about that channel in this chat room, please. If you haven't been around for a while, perhaps you, and nobody else, please respond to that. If you want to send me a message, I can give you a breakdown about it, but we're not talking about that channel here, other than that's what they claim they do.
It's all right.
Oh, it's all right. I'm just putting that out there that we're not discussing other channels that are claiming to do other things.
Cameras.
And I'm not putting up cameras.
You should tell them my idea and what you said. See, I had this idea we get like an empty shell of a case of equipment and put glue on it so when they tried to get it, it was stuck in their hand.
To which, this isn't fucking Scooby-Doo. That's the kind of thing they do on Scooby. If it wasn't for you pesky YouTubers, I'd have gotten away with it. There's no camera set up. The cameras wouldn't have done any good. I mean, unless I had, I don't know. If I'd have had cameras, the cop wouldn't have even looked at it. I went and I got the information with all the serial numbers and everything on it, and the police department didn't want anything to do with it. I mean, you're on your own here. You file a police report so that you can file a claim with your insurance, so that your insurance can tell you that your deductible is 95% of the claim.
Address: P.O. Box 12992, Charleston, South Carolina 29422.
There's the address. P.O. Box 12992. Well, we're either going to lock it in the shed, or it's going to we're either looking to buy a shed if I can't find any more materials this weekend. But it's about the same price as a enclosed trailer. So if we can find another enclosed trailer, then just roll it in the backyard next to the other one. Put out an old thing that don't work, weed eater have an extension cord with the end cut off, so when they grab it, they shock. That. Sadly, if I did that, they could probably sue me.
Yeah.
Guy on YouTube wired a big airbag, hid under a UPS box. Yeah. I do have a junk chainsaw, but it's got a plastic body on it, and plastic does not conduct electricity. And I'd be afraid with the electronic, if I tried to start splicing extension cords and make that work, that I would probably burn myself up.
Smart lady, though.
Well, I got all kinds of clutter behind me. There's always clutter. My house is clutter, but you see, that might not be the right shoulder. I gotta wait till it picks up on the, nope, other shoulder. This box over here, over that shoulder, sitting on the table there, I did get a circular saw today. Hey, the video with Bubbles.
He is a unique individual.
Puke for old time's sake. I'm sitting in my living room. I ain't puking anywhere, bro. I honestly think that I only actually threw up once. I just had a... I still have a pretty shitty gagger, but it's better than it used to be. As far as that video with Bubbles, Christine, he was in rare form that evening. Perhaps I stick to daytime recording with him because he'd been at the bar and he was a little loud and it was a bit rough to try to maintain at that particular point. He's 73 people here.
Chocolate mint.
That was... I did what I could to keep everything in line. A bait bike setup. Well, the thought's all fine and dandy, but I've got like 25 bicycles in my yard and they didn't touch one of them. So that would require that somebody actually wanted to steal one of my bikes, because I literally have like 25 bicycles in my yard. I'm glad you like all of my videos. Christine, hello Jamie L. Your last live stream, you were talking about doing something different in your videos, trying to catch a thief. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Can you talk for a minute? Yeah, I spoke to Ricky both yesterday and today. He showed up at my house twice today. Was that?
No.
No, he came twice today. The second time I helped him fix his bike, and then it was like the third time. He showed up to bum smokes. He's actually looking for the equipment, in theory. And then he showed up yesterday in the afternoon with a buddy of his that needed some bicycle parts. And I hooked him up on bicycle parts yesterday. I actually had to do some grinding and a little bit of fabrication work on his bike that I gave him a long time. Well, we didn't get
We
it.
loaned him my bike.
Yeah, we loaned him a bike that he's just sort of kept. And has since... now, Ricky wasn't involved. I don't think so.
Yeah, we hope not. I really hope.
All those haters need to worry about their own life if they don't like what you're doing and what the hell. Yeah, there's so many channels on YouTube. Like, there's so many other places to go. You can go watch funny kittens playing with balls of yarn somewhere else, or perhaps licking their own buttholes. I'm having a better day. Absolutely. I got all new equipment today. Thanks to everybody who uh, chipped in on the PayPal, I was able to go and purchase all the same equipment that I got stolen brand new today. No, not all of it. I'm still missing one piece, but
Life is good. Thank you, Miss Jamie.
and the kiddo is not around because I don't know. Perhaps you go over to her channel and comment on her videos and ask her. Gotta run. Keep your chin up. It's a brighter day. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, they're stupid people. Well, that's every day when I leave the house. I mean, that's not an isolated event. It seems like everybody around, like nobody can keep it in the lane, whether they're in front of you or coming at you. You go to the grocery store, and people
Even today. I know, I started to get in line while he went and grabbed one more thing. He said, no, wait a minute. We come back and it's like...
No, I have no plans on meeting with any other YouTube channel at any time in the future. I tried that around Christmas time. Didn't work out. Won't go there.
You're welcome, Miss Jamie.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody who's a fan of the channel, like there's a local chick named Chloe, who I've invited to potentially go tomorrow. We'll see. But if anybody else wants to drive this way, I'll be happy to meet up with you. Ride around in the back of the Subaru with us and go chase some dumpsters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't got there. I saw the video in the bike shops. No, I saw the video that he posted. I haven't gotten to looking at it yet because it's been an all-day event keeping up with comments and all that. The dumpster wagon is awesome. We got it back. They made it right. And we don't dive at bike shops because, well, there's only really one bicycle shop that's even close to us, and their dumpster is behind a gate that's locked at night, and I'm not jumping the gate. Pretty lame, but he's a newbie. Well, hey, I started somewhere. I thought riding a bicycle 450 miles up the Carolina coast would get me some views. He's got to look at YouTube as a subjective thing as opposed to, like, you got to look at things that you can personally go out and do, but you have a bigger personality than to have any kind of even a little bit of success there, because YouTube, hello Mrs. Nobody, we're going to make a new video tonight, we're going to the trash cans. Well, see, make sure you label it correctly, you know. Make it to Charleston one day for vacation. I'll dive with you guys when I get to travel there. Well, we'll be around. Now, you got to be able to look at YouTube and see that there's something there that you can potentially do better than somebody else, because YouTube has algorithms. And I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but I noticed this on my own end of things, that you watch yourself into a corner with YouTube. I mean, if you watch like 6 videos in a row of the same person, you click back to the home page and all you see is that person. So if I watch 6 Joe Rogan videos, which if you don't watch Joe Rogan podcast, you need to go watch Joe Rogan and expand your mind a little bit. You will learn some shit from that man. But then I go back in and all I see is Joe Rogan shit. And if I want to go see Exploring with Josh or RNK All Day or Mighty Car Mods or regular car reviews, I have to actually physically go and search for their videos to find them, because it doesn't pop up in the watch.
Have a good night, Miss Annette.
See you later, Annette.
Nope.
Well, Charleston's nothing like it was when he was stationed here, I can tell you that.
Miss Kimberly has bikes dropped off, and she has a 12-year-old, so I could see that as a potential money.
Drop junk bikes off on our road all the time between that and Cat. Yeah, junk bikes. You should have him contact me if he's got any issues or questions about bicycles. I will be glad to walk him through how to repair things, or no, throw that one back out to the sidewalk. kind of a thing. I used to race bicycles when I was a kid. From the time that I was about 10 to the time that I was about, well, till I was 17 when I blew my knee out. Last count in the shed was 30. Well, if he's got any questions about him, he's got somebody they can go to. Eddie Bravo. If I saw his face, I would know who Eddie Bravo is. I envy people who don't live in America, to be honest with you, because, don't get me wrong, America is the greatest country on the planet. However, at the moment, it is the most socially divided country on the planet. And it doesn't matter which side you're on. It doesn't matter if you're on the left or if you're on the right. If you're on the left, the people on the right fucking hate you. And if you're on the right, the people on the left fucking hate you. And we are as absolutely divided as possibly can be. And it's fucking embarrassing that we as people can't seem to just figure it out and get along. Like, I don't give a fuck what you're doing over there. You're a human being. Just go do it over there. And but yeah, we are divided. Look up the Nobody's Travels page and you'll find me. Send a request. I'm all over it. Hubby used to be a bike courier. I'll bet you he's got some tree trunk legs, to which I still have the thighs from racing bicycles, but yeah. Now look up the Nobody's Travels. Make sure you spell it right. Nobuddy. Join the group. Go from there. Well, Jamie, it would depend how you label diving video. Number one, you want to make sure that whether you're using Firefox or Chrome, that you have the TubeBuddy. You want to have TubeBuddy installed on your. It's free. It gives you tagging suggestions. It lets you make custom thumbnails. I went down the trying to make custom thumbnails to brand your channel and everything, because you can watch YouTube creators. Like the YouTube creators channel has a lot of good insight for things that are absolutely useless, unless you're trying to make a channel where you're doing voiceovers with other people's music. I don't know, but it depends. If you go out and fill your entire car with stuff from the dumpster, you know, epic, mega, massive, people look for that. I mean, my very first video, I want to say that video got like 10,000 hits in like the first 3 weeks. I've never had a video get that kind of response again after that. But even with the division, our country is the greatest. It is, but it's an embarrassment, and dealing with the people in this country is hard to deal with. I'd like to move somewhere else in the world and deal with some other people for a while. All right. Sent the address. Connie has. The wife is writing it down and sees it. She takes better records and is more organized than I am. It like, this is the wife's organization. This is my organization. My shit's everywhere. Man, send away. I can't get into Australia because I've been to jail, but yeah, I'd love to go to Europe. How much does a YouTube creator make per 1,000 videos? Well, your per 1,000 views is subjective to your channel, and it's an individual kind of thing. It's hard to explain. There's videos out there that show, but I mean, if you're getting 1,000 hits on a video, it depends on if your video, because you've got to get to a spot where like your 70% of your video gets watched before you get higher paying ads, or you get, I mean, you got to do the homework on it. It's not something that I could specifically sit down and explain, but you got to get to that 70% of your video gets watched, but anymore you got to have 10,000 hits and something like 250,000 hours or something before YouTube will even pay you. That's purely subjective. I mean, at this point, I want to say that the channel is getting like 75,000 hits a month. So, well, maybe not that much. Maybe 50,000 hits a month on views, and it's barely breaking the minimum to pay $100 a month. I mean, at 2,900 and change for a channel and that many views, the channel makes enough money to pay for gas and trash bags. So, found a box of Honey Smacks now in the garbage.
We found pet food that was infested, multiple.
Well, we did find pet food that was infested with bugs, but none of them were any of the active recall. But I mean, you can type in active recall, whatever the month is, whatever the year is, and that will pop up for. But we don't go back to that pet food place anymore. Number one, none of the shelters around here want it. Well, they're shitty about taking food. I mean, like when you show up and you got a bag of food that's been taped, like they question you. That we don't go down that road anymore. If we should happen to find some at a CVS, we will take it, give it to people in the neighborhood. But the pet shelters were not grateful for what we were doing, and you've seen the quality of the pet food dumpsters around these parts. It's they're vile. We were on vacation in Pigeon Forge right now. Tried diving last night. Compactors everywhere. Yeah.
I wonder if you went into Knoxville, how it would be. It's not that far.
Well, it may be different in Knoxville, and it's that different around here. That like in the area that we live. Because career, Miss Monica, and Cherry Clark, my cat's name is Bitch Kitty.
Her proper name.
The kid named it Milo, but she's Bitch Kitty.
Yeah.
Lives south of Nashville.
Mm.
Yeah. But now, just to give you an idea, like where we live at here, you know, within 30, 45-minute drive of our house, those are the trash cans that you see that we do. But you drive 30 minutes in a different direction across the bridge toward Mount Pleasant, everything's compactors and everything's locked. You drive an hour and a half up the road to Columbia, every single CVS has a compactor, but Walgreens has dumpsters. Here, Walgreens has trash compactors, CVS has dumpsters. Like, it varies city to city. So, I mean, if you ever go someplace, you just kind of got to look around and see. Clarksville's a big hit. Used to live there. Now, the wife and I saw something the other day where it was like 100 and what was that, round trip air tickets to Minneapolis.
It started at $69, I think.
$69. So we're gonna keep an eye on whatever that was. If we can find something like that where it's a round trip ticket to somewhere where we don't live for $69, I'd like to pack a bag with some toiletries and some underwear and just fly. Go to the local thrift store and find whatever goofy ass clothes we can find, and perhaps go check out the dumpster scene in thrift store clothes, whether it be via an Uber or perhaps we get a rental car. I don't know, we'll see. But if we can find somewhere like a flight to Minneapolis, Minnesota from here for $70 a piece, why not? Go check out a new city. At the Better Business Bureau calls us the mall cop. Don't worry about mall cops. Oh, mall cops. This makes me think of Paul Blart. Bed Bath & Beyond has a compactor here in Charleston, including the one up in Somerville. There's a compactor. There's nothing there. All of the TJ Maxx stores, all of the Ross stores, all of the Marshalls have compactors. The World Market is now locked because the manager came out and, well, that was... Sorry, I thought I heard somebody walking on the steps. The mall cop is a jerk. Okay. Well, there you go. Match made in heaven. My brother lived in Edinburgh, Scotland for a while. I believe that was after he separated from his wife, but I don't know the details, and it isn't any of my business, so I don't ask. But he lived in Edinburgh for a while. Said he really liked it. Local independent hardware store by me that sells higher-end American-made tools locks their dumpster. Big Lots used to be unlocked. Now,
Our Big Lots will ruin furniture.
the Big Lots here, yeah, like rather than throw the couch in the trash, they just cut it up with a box knife and throw it next to the garbage and then let it rot out behind you. But actually, the Big Lots that's close to us, it closed down like, what, 8 months ago or something for a remodel. You know, it still hasn't reopened yet. Edinburgh, sorry, I'm an American. I speak fucking America English. Can't help it.
And he lives with a lady from the South, so.
Oh, it's bad. I am not a Yank by any means. I'm from California. Have you never seen Days of Thunder? That means that I'm not really anything. Now, I've lived here in the South so long that when my dad passed away back in August, or the end of July, beginning of August, and I flew out to Arizona, every single person that I interacted with in public was like, "What part of the South are you from?" I'm like, "Fucker, I was from here." Oh. Wapabilly. I don't have a clue what a wapabilly is, but alright. I'm in Scotland too, but I have family in New Jersey, so I visit as often as I can. Sorry. The manager found me balls deep in their trash can, and we came back the next week, it was locked. End of story.
Manager was polite.
Oh, she was perfectly polite. Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm from the other South originally, but we have a different enunciation to our words. So I don't know that you'd call me a redneck, but I'm definitely what the people in my neighborhood would call the white trash of the neighborhood. My mother is northern and my dad is southern, so that's what my dad always called me. All right, Wapabilly. What are you seeing?
47 minutes. I just didn't know how long.
47 minutes? I don't give a shit. I'll sit here all night.
I didn't know how long. That's all.
No, I mean, we're good. I have reruns of Law and Order SVU on the television. Switched for me and my mama and myself. Okay, yeah. We were up to 72 viewers in here at one point this evening, which has got to be like a record high for the live streaming on this. We're about ready to hit 3,000 subscribers. I do have a, did you care to grab the... All right, Tara Mason, you have a good evening. I'm going to do another raffle copter thing when we hit 3,000 subscribers. My dad would call you a Billy Wop. Pool supplies, no. I have never found any pool supplies. It's illegal to throw away chlorine and stuff like that in the dumpster. It's got to be disposed of because of hazmat. But yeah, no, I'm getting ready to do another, when we hit 3,000 subscribers, I'm going to do another raffle copter giveaway. This is 2 pounds, 6 ounces. Jesus. For those of you on the other side of the pond, 1,077.3 grams. However, sadly, this will only be available to the United States because of the cost of shipping on the raffle copter thing. As soon as we hit 3,000, I'm going to give away this. That's a bag of peanut butter M&Ms that's the size of my head. We're getting there. How do you answer comments on your videos? Do you get emails or something, or notifications? I get notifications for some. Otherwise, I have to go in and manually check the comments, because once I get like 4 or 5 comments, then I have to go back and manually check them. So if I miss a comment that you've made, I'm sorry. Just tuned in and found out about your equipment loss. Well, I got it all replaced today, thanks to the channel and some generous folks. But yeah, soon as we hit the 3,000 subscribers mark, that right there is going in the mail to somebody via a raffle copter here in the continental United States.
Have a good night, Miss Sherry.
Sherry Clark, have a good night. Glad to see your livelihood back, and don't like to see you upset. Oh, dude, I love the shit out of those too, but if we opened a 2 pound, 2.5, well, 2 pounds, 6 ounces, so 2 1/3, give or take, pounds of those, we would eat them until they were gone. Yeah, we're getting there. We're real close. I would venture to say that one more dumpster video will probably set us over 3,000, and then we can go from there, and I'll make a little short video with a link to the raffle copter and the blah 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 that goes along with it, and the no purchase necessary, available to the lower 48 states for people who don't have gonorrhea of the butthole or a active staph infection in their eyeball. Anyway, yep. Diabetes dumpster item. To be honest with you, I've had those for a while and I don't remember where they came from. I've had those for a couple of months, and I've been holding on to them in hopes that the channel would ever make it to 3,000 subscribers. They've been hidden in a bread box that I have sitting over here that's got like a collection of old cell phones and
A town of 9,000. All the dumpsters are chained and locked. Well, you must be in a snazzy town.
Now, Kimberly Cox makes peanut butter cookies with those.
I'm choosing to ignore.
We did buy 2 cake mixes and a chocolate chip oatmeal cake mix, or chocolate chip oatmeal cookie mix today because they were on clearance for like $1.35. Everything is bigger in America. Here it is not. Well, bigger isn't always better. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Nobody. Hope you're doing well this evening. Hope things get better. See y'all in the chat. See you later.
Oh.
No, but oh my God,
No.
I could have made pancakes with those.
Anyhow.
Peanut butter M&M pancakes. That might have been a.
And I would be asleep. We know that.
However, I did introduce my wife to something this week that she'd never had before. Yeah, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Just because it's bigger in America doesn't mean it's better. It just means there's more traffic and shit costs more. Because our money is worth like 2/3 of what the Great Britain pound is worth. That was evident. There were a handful of people who sent me 5 pounds, 5 Great Britain pounds, and it came through as like $6.44. So that's about the translation rate. But now I introduced the wife to something that she had never had this week, and I'll describe what it was. That there was honey-made graham crackers with strawberry preserves wiped on the outside of them. Does the wife have a thought on that?
Well, the backstory is the wife is diabetic, and it was probably too much consumption of Little Debbie's. I said that was the closest thing to a Little Debbie. It was good. It was very good.
It won't be a cooking video because that's literally going to just be like breaking up graham crackers and putting jelly on it. But they taste almost like those little strawberry pinwheel things without having to have the cream cheese in them, and it's. I grew up eating that shit. Somehow I ended up not weighing 500 pounds, but I don't particularly take to food. Like and if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. I forget to eat, and that may be foreign to a lot of people. That I go all day, and 3:30 in the afternoon comes around, and I haven't eaten anything because I didn't think about it. Worried about staying hydrated and not having a stroke and dying,
Ooh, with fluff?
I don't know. Well,
Marshmallow.
do that and mix it with banana pudding. That'd be interesting. Strawberries and banana pudding. That was, the last name was wrong. Because the child had a different last name than the mother, and I didn't realize that, and little nobody wrote on it, and that's where it stayed.
Okay.
My mother always used graham crackers and chocolate frosting to make cookies. Because growing up, we didn't have the GMOs. Don't even get me started on the fucking GMO debate. That's a... yeah, the whole GMO debate. The new frying pan went with little nobody because it was a convection stove frying pan. And she has her own frying pan at her mother's house now. And as far as cast iron is concerned, I've never learned how to cook with it, and I'm afraid that I would ruin a bunch of shit. I love your ideas for dishes to make, and love that you have your wife to try and make her things she can eat. Well, I try to make all of my things something that she can eat in moderation, but growing up we didn't have the GMOs. Every single piece of anything that we eat, whether it be an animal or a piece of fruit, vegetable, they were always the best cows bred with the best cows, the best chickens bred with the best chickens, the best pigs bred with the best pigs, the best corn planted back again, the best tomatoes planted back again. For tens of thousands of years, farmers, by natural selection, have been genetically modifying what it is that we eat. And now, suddenly in 2018, because a fucking scientist has figured out how to genetically modify something to resist a weed killer, it's suddenly a thing. Nothing that we eat is as it was. If you went back 1,000 years ago, there's literally nothing that we eat today that has not been genetically modified by the person producing it, by taking the best of the best to have the best again. That's genetically modifying things. But now, because somebody's done it with science and not natural selection, oh man, it ain't even hard to avoid GMOs. It's I do not have a veggie garden in my backyard.
This is the first year you've not planted a ton of vegetables either.
No, I don't have anything growing at the moment. Favorite food. If I were guessing, man, I'd say my wife's favorite food is my French toast.
Yes.
And as far as buying your fruits and veg from stands, it's absolutely good to support local people, but understand that that thing has been genetically modified, whether it came from Monsanto or not. Farmers have naturally modified their shit over the years. I mean, corn used to be a grass. Used to be a grass. Mayan, Incan, Mexican farmers figured it out. Took the better seeds, turned into corn. You know? Wow, I need a plug. I'm not plugged in here. And I'm about to die. I used to grow lots of vegetables in the yard, but it's not cost effective anymore because I'm not a farmer. I'm a landscaper, not a farmer. Oh, I don't want to see this. What's that? Buy from local farms, but that's no guarantee of non-GMO. But you're not hearing what it is I'm saying. Just because it's labeled as non-GMO anymore, it doesn't mean that the best of the best seeds for thousands of years weren't harvested to create a better crop. And that's exactly what GMO is. They just did it through natural process as opposed to it being done with science. I mean, do you ever think that 10,000 years ago somebody walked into a jungle and there just happened to be a fucking 3-foot, they have foot-long cucumber hanging off a vine? No, it doesn't work like that. They bred that plant until it was something that they could eat.
Miss Christine wants to know your favorite food to eat or fix.
My favorite food to eat or fix. Well, my favorite food in the world comes from a restaurant in Phoenix, Arizona, on the side of the road that's called Filiberto's. And I don't know that I could choose one thing from Filiberto's, whether it would be their rolled tacos with guacamole and sour cream, their carne asada fries, or their carne asada burritos, or, oh my God.
You should Share.
There's no difference between the chemical. You're not hearing the words that are coming out of my mouth. Do some actual research on it. Hope is right where it's at. Organic is GMO too. Everything is GMO. As far as my favorite food to fix, oh my God, the rolled tacos are to die for there. I don't know that I really have a favorite thing to fix. Like, what do I fix more often than anything else? Would that be my shredded beef burritos, or I don't know. That's hard to say. I really enjoy.
Being creative.
I enjoy about everything that I make. However, green bean casserole is up there in some of the things that I make that I could be a gluttonous fat piece of shit and sit down and eat an entire pan of green bean casserole. Oh, dude, I could knock out a dozen of them right now.
I know you should share the story again about your horchata.
I've told that story twice.
I just
Guacamole.
think it's funny.
Well, you're missing what I'm saying. Everything is genetically modified. Guacamole is just avocado, onion, garlic, cilantro, lime juice. It tastes like elegant avocado.
It's yummy. Chicken's affordable.
Yeah, chicken's affordable. You just gotta get the original one. They do produce seeds. See, and this here is again where you're rather misinformed about this. About the GMOs. They produce all the seeds in the world. The problem is you can't use them because when you're talking about what's labeled as GMO as opposed to the fact that every fucking thing that we eat has been modified along the way, the GMO stuff produces seeds. Okay, the stuff that's labeled GMO. You can't use it because Monsanto has a copyright on it. You have to purchase it from them again. It still produces a seed. They just own a copyright on that particular seed. It's a group of people that have figured out how to do something in a laboratory, and yeah, they have a copyright on it. But after 12 years it runs out and they got to change it anyway. But literally, cucumbers are not something that grow wild. Tomatoes are not something that grows wild. That's something that people have figured out how to breed along the way. People have figured out how to breed it along the way, and now, 1,000 years of breeding that particular vegetable, right? Now, somebody at a corporation has taken that vegetable that's been bred for 1,000 years and went in and looked at the DNA of that vegetable, and then went in and changed, okay, well, we can spray it with weed killer, and now it's GMO. Everything that you eat is genetically modified. You want to tell me the cows that you eat aren't bred specifically by their genetics? The chickens you eat aren't bred specifically by their genetics? I mean, come on.
I think we might enjoy dinner at Miss Kimberly's house. Guacamole
Absolutely.
with anything is yummy. Yes,
And
ma'am.
salsa verde. God bless America. Salsa verde is my favorite. Yeah. I could get along quite well with Kimberly Cox. But the million-dollar question is, do you put lime juice or do you put lemon juice in your guacamole? Because that'll decide whether we could be friends. Well, it's literally, thank you, lime juice. You take an avocado, you pull it out of the thing, or out of the shell, and you pull the center out. You mash it up in a bowl with some chopped onions. If you want it to be a little bit sweeter, make it some red onions. You want it to be a little bit more tart, use a white onion, maybe a yellow onion. Chop up about a half a bunch of cilantro, squeeze a little bit of lime juice down inside of there, maybe put some garlic in it, some salt, some pepper, mash it together, put it on chips.
Here, when we buy them, they're not ready. They have to sit.
Yeah, we buy guacamole, or excuse me, we buy avocados here, and they have to sit for like 10 days before I can do anything with
Before
them.
they're soft enough. But
And
you don't want mush.
yeah, no. And salsa verde is the shit. But best of luck finding affordable tomatillos in the southeast. I never tried that. The tomatillos, man. What it costs to buy the tomatillos here in the southeast to make a proper salsa verde, you'd be better off mail ordering some salsa from the West Coast than you would trying to make it here. Well,
She grows hers. What?
I've never grown tomatillos. Perhaps I should try that. People around here find it weird. Because they do fried green tomatoes here, the tomatillos, people buy them and think they're fried green tomatoes, and then they bring them back to the store like, why is this sticky? Well, it's got a leaf over the outside of it. It's a tomatillo, not a green tomato. Yeah, people don't seem to get that here. What's up, Alexis Brown? This is going to be a really long video that nobody's going to watch. Well, I'm not a seafood person, but I tell you what, I make a fucking mean fried green tomato with a crab cake on it. Yeah, lots of tomatillos in California. Ain't shit here in Southeast. My black-eyed peas, corn, and fried taters, fried squash, and smothered steak. Great meal. Yummy. Bye. Have at it. We had some black-eyed peas last week. Neither one of us agreed with that. No. Haven't gotten to making a new cooking video yet. The missus is live with me. The kid is not here. You'll have to rewatch that. I'm not re-explaining why the kid isn't here.
My grandmother used to make chow chow. And we've seen it, but it's not...
Is it like rice with
No.
like pinto beans or something in it? No, chow chow, that's right. That's like a corn relish. Like a corn and pepper relish.
There's variations, yeah.
French fried taters. I like them too, but that's kind of a boring. Need to make one of them green tomatoes with the crab cake, but nobody would eat it. I'd have to invite my mother over. She'd be the only one who would eat it, but she would eat the crab cake, but she would turn her nose up at the fried green tomato. It's just, yeah, my mother is very close-minded with, I don't even know what ceviche
Yeah, you
is. Do I? What is ceviche?
Baby shrimp, where it cooks in citrus,
Oh, yeah, we don't do.
or the citrus chemically changes it to be
We got some shrimp fresh off the shrimping boat down the end of the road. We deveined a couple of pounds of shrimp. I will never clean and devein shrimp or eat them ever again. So we don't do seafood at all around these parts. Well, perhaps you send my mother a message. Nobody's mom, or is it nobody's mama? I think it's nobody's mom at gmail.com. Now, she's incredibly close-minded about a lot of things that she eats. Like, I'm surprised she eats half of the stuff that I do. Or that I cook, for that matter. We're not going to discuss the fact that she complains about half of what I cook. Oops. It's alright. I like fried green tomatoes. And I've been told the crab cakes that I make are some of the absolute best that people have ever eaten, but hungry. Yeah, I could probably go for some more food myself. We had cheesesteaks for dinner, but I don't know that I'm feeling like going back down the... she's tried. It's slimy.
zucchini relish. Huh?
Green tomatoes, squash, mushrooms, okra. I like a good fried okra, but if you're doing green tomatoes and okra, I guess it would only be natural to use the same sort of a cornmeal batter for the deep fry. And if it's fried, there's a fine balance between the breading being crispy and the vegetable inside being slimy. But yeah. No, I don't use olive oil to fry I'll put olive oil in the pan to like fry up chicken, but as far as deep frying, are you kidding me? That would cost like $30 for the oil to deep fry. The fried green tomato is essentially, I mean, the way that I do the fried green tomato. Yeah, no, I understand that fried okra isn't slimy, but if you overcook it, or you overcook the green tomatoes, they get slimy. But no, I use a cornmeal with an egg wash, with just a probably like 4 parts cornmeal to 1 part flour. Mix that together, standard egg wash, season the cornmeal, and then fry it. Good stuff. And some of that very spicy Romans that you had, trying to get the courage to try it. Can't be that bad. Try it out.
You see who's there?
Air fryer. And Sherry, I can't kick you out. I can't even moderate my own shit.
What's okra? Okra is a vegetable.
It's related to pickles.
There's seeds inside. It's green on the outside. Probably, depending on size, like less than an inch in diameter. I like it fried, and Anthony put some in soup, and it was good.
Yeah, you can put okra in the soup. Sorry, there's somebody there who's disgruntled.
No problem, Miss May.
Now, okra it's related to cucumbers, is it not? It may or may not be. It grows on a vine like a cucumber. In raw form, it is slimy. If I ever make grits, come on now.
We're in the South. Come on now.
I'd actually never had grits or collard greens before I moved here, but apparently I make the best grits and or collard greens, the wife who's from the South.
Good night, Miss Janelle.
Okra is an acquired taste. I had some shitty okra a couple of times, and then my final being sold on okra, I was 50 miles or so into a 67-mile bike ride on my trip, and I got some shitty gas station okra. I was that hungry because that's what they had, and I ate it cold like 3 hours later. It was a good time.
And his collard greens they have a little bit of kick to them.
Yeah, my collard greens, they'll make you sweat it out. Grits are, have you ever had cream of wheat? It's like cream of wheat, but it's made with corn, and it's coarser, a little bit thicker. And collard greens are just that. They're collard greens. They come in a bunch that's like this big, and they cook down into the bottom of a pot. You cook them in bacon grease with onions, chicken stock, some red pepper flakes. Good times. But yeah, grits is like cream of wheat. It's just thicker, and it's made from corn instead of wheat.
Biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to find a new topic.
Biscuits and gravy. I make some fucking biscuits and gravy now. The wife just gave me the stink eye talking about biscuits and gravy. I think tomorrow I'm gonna get up though in the morning. Are we gonna have ham and sausage sandwiches on big rolls, or am I gonna do sweet rolls and ham? I don't know. Sweet rolls and ham, or do we do ham on bread, or I don't know. We'll see. Cheese grits. Yeah, I like my grits to be spicy. They only smell bad when you reheat them. Like Snoop Dogg said, getting funky on the mic like an old batch of collard greens. When they're fresh, they're not so bad. I just add some flour to the sausage and the fat until the flour's brown, and then I add a bunch of milk and let it thicken. So I guess that would be making a roux. Ever had cream of wheat? You live in the UK. Cheese ruins grits. No, it doesn't. You ain't had mine. Cold Australia. Jealous you were in summer. Spend a day here. You'd be just happy to be cold. Yeah. Lots and lots and lots of black pepper in my
Or
No,
gravy.
in my gravy.
Yeah. Black and white.
Yep. Need to go get another haircut. This haircut that I've got sucks. This is gonna be the third time I fixed my hair via this haircut, and it's time to get another one again. Yeah, 91 degree days with 100% humidity. That's about what it is here in Charleston. It was.
My hair is showing it's a high humid day. That's just all.
Yeah,
It's more than usual.
your hair has turned into Cocker Spaniel ears.
Mm-hmm.
Good times. Well, that's good, Kim. We have Mexican cornbread in New York. That shit is good. Talk to you later. Time to make dinner. All right, Connie. I would love to. I'd rather than our dry summers.
It's been lightning.
We've been getting rain every day. Here, when they say there's a 50% chance of rain, that means there's a 100% chance that it's going to rain 50% of the day. How is the missus? Enjoying her summer vacation so far?
Yep.
Good to try new foods. Tried eggnog for the first time. Nope.
And got a card out for you, Miss Connie.
Yep, we'll send you a card, Connie. You don't want to move here, I promise. There's too many people here and it sucks. I can see your panties there.
Hi, Miss Hope.
Store-bought eggnog is, you couldn't pay me to, I don't eat eggs though. Yeah, eggnog is, I smell it and it's, I'm not entirely sure the process they have to go through, to be able to homogenize eggnog, yet not cook the egg that's inside of it, yet make it still, I don't know how that works, it's disgusting. I love eggnog. I don't like it because the thickness, add a little milk. But I'm lactose intolerant either way, so I'll be barfing and shitting at the same time. It'd be a blast, right? Love watching your show. Y'all find some awesome stuff. Thank you, Kim. It's pretty where we live because we only show the pretty parts on the trash cans. Shit on a shingle is amazing. I still make SOS. Love me some SOS. Add a little rum. Now, I would rather drink the rum straight. That just, the thought of adding alcohol to a dairy thing, like a, oh, bad. Any sort of an alcohol dairy drink, that's just, that's headache and diarrhea the next day. Why would you do that to yourself? Where are you, Belle? I can't, yeah, what, nope, can't do a White Russian either. Can't do that unless potentially her name is like Svetlana. She's 22 and looking for a room to rent. Why don't you tell 180 Place you got your food from the dumpsters before donating it? And guess what? Fully aware, fucker. Fully aware. They're aware. All the food we drop off is within a week of the date, if not still in date. I eat the shit. Okay? Are you a fucking... You were obviously fucking homeless and you were fucking hungry, okay? And guess what? I am not homeless. I still gotta eat. I eat the shit. If I eat it, why won't you?
If it's something we wouldn't eat,
you know?
If it wasn't in date, it's not.
Now, if it's not something that I would eat myself, I wouldn't take it there. How much you try to justify it, being homeless and fed fruit from the trash makes you feel like you're not human and don't deserve any better.
That's not it. That's...
Not even the fucking... Where do you think any fucking homeless shelter gets about 80% of their shit? The fucking garbage. Get over it. We bring it home, we wipe it down, we clean it up. If it's not something that we wouldn't eat ourselves, we don't take it there. You know?
But it was stuff that would have been on the shelf maybe that day or the day before. You would go in the store and pay for it. And I'm sorry you don't understand where we're coming from.
I eat it myself, dude. You know? Yeah, I can't. I gotta get up and... Sorry, dude. Guess what? You still fucking ate. I eat the shit. It's no different. We'll go to a trash can on a Tuesday and it's empty. We go there on a Wednesday and it's all shit that was on the shelf on a Tuesday and it goes to the shelter the next day. She. That's probably a he. I mean, dude, I got shit in my cupboard that came out of the dumpster that I'm still fucking eating. You know?
You are human beings. You're...
And guess what? The people at 180 Place are fully aware of what we do. And I do more for 180 Place than half of the people in this fucking place. Let me see. Dumpster food. Let me see. Look. Dumpster food. I fucking eat it. Okay? What difference does it make? You can take a fucking hike and eat an industrial sized bag of fucking rotten horse cocks. Wow, I can't even kick the fucker out this way. Are you fucking kidding me? There you go. Sorry. Meanwhile, I've just wasted half of a Rice Krispie cookie and some Barbie snacks. I don't even know how to address that. Because, like, I don't want to discount anything about being fucking about being homeless. I've been close a couple of times, but I've never physically been there. But I went to a shelter. If I went to a shelter, I wouldn't care where the food I was eating came from. The people who accept the donations at 180 Place don't give a fuck about where it comes from. The shit is, if it's expired at all, it's within like a week, or we throw it out. If it's not something that we would eat, I mean...
Yes, the food's sealed, it's wiped down, I mean...
Yeah.
If there's any doubt, trash.
I mean, hell, this Rice Krispie treat came out of a dumpster like, holy moly. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
That's greatly appreciated. This Rice Krispie treat probably came out of the dumpster 6 months ago. And,
yeah, the husband hides them out of respect for the wife.
I'm still eating it. It's good. Didn't kill me. Thank you so much. I cannot enunciate that name. And I feel like a complete fucking dick for not being able to enunciate that name. But
Gusha would be my guess.
Yeah, you were on the list.
I thought so.
Yeah, and I looked up your name on the internet in an enunciation guide, and I couldn't.
Oh, that's what you were doing.
Yeah, I was trying to
Okay.
figure out how to enunciate her name because I sent the baby doll to her.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I can't.
Just Bucket. That's the individual with the new channel, I believe.
Donate food, items. Yeah, I mean, fuck. I mean, literally, you can go to a trash can on a Monday or a Tuesday and there'll be nothing in it. You come back 6 hours later and it's all in the trash. You pull it out, it's dry, it isn't nasty, it's in packages. We wipe it down with Clorox wipes, it's vacuum sealed. That's just maddening. Like, if you've gotten to a point where you're relying on other people to take care of you, to be picky about what it is that you're eating. I mean, it isn't like I brought expired eggs or rotten milk. I brought fucking freeze-dried shit in a package, you know? It is 9:30 here, Kel. Now, and I already deleted that person's comments the other day, and no. Whatever.
Yes, Miss Charlotte.
Come find me in public, and I will film you being an ignorant piece of shit to my face, right? We did not go dumpster diving today.
Whoa, 2:30 in the morning.
Well, she's in the UK. They're 5 hours ahead of us. I stayed at a shelter way too long, down in the basement. There was thousands of cans of whatever. Needless to say, when it was demolished, I'm sure all the cans of food were 86. Cheers, Bureau clock time. I got Bubbles actually offered to take me to a concert well, I won't say take me to a concert because it's at the end of the block, but he offered to buy me a ticket into the concert tonight, and I opted to not go because I gotta be a productive member of society still tomorrow. We gotta drive around and look for shed shit.
No, I know.
Or,
yeah.
The storm blew right by us, Scott.
I just saw, I've seen lightning from the window, but that's it.
Olivia, I tried to serve in the military. Yeah, you never noticed while he was eating it. I tried to serve in the military, but I was medically disqualified twice. I was signed up. I'd taken my ASVABs. I had all but signed on the line before I blew my right knee out. I blew my ACL out when I was 17, the day before winter ball, my senior year of high school, which took quite a while to replace. I got back into good health. I was talking with another military recruiter at that point, and the and then like the weekend after I started talking to another military recruiter, I blew my knee out again. So I've been medically disqualified twice. Well, hopefully you still got power, Scott. Let's see. I'm female. Was Captain U.S. Army, mother of a daughter. Awesome. Never seen the Trailer Park Boys. Had to look it up. He is a spitting imp. Oh, absolutely. And they both do scrap metal. How much beef jerky do you keep when you find any? Well, sadly, most of it, because we fucking eat a lot of it. They're under a tornado watch and heat. Yeah.
Oh.
Texas born. Thank you for your service. Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry I missed that. I'm still a little frazzled at the moment from the... fucking pepperoni dog farts. I guess I'll finish the other little bit of my dumpster food I got here. Yo, I'm right there with you. Scrap metal is it's been blowing right past where we're at. Sorry you had to reload the page. How do they not sell beef jerky in Scotland? Come on now.
Well, they don't. Remember, they don't. The other goofy stuff they don't sell that we have.
Yeah, but it's just dried steak essentially.
Yeah, just dehydrated meat.
Dehydrated meat. If they don't sell it in your country, you need to complain to Parliament or whatever the fuck. Well, I'll tell you what.
You can make it in the oven.
Yeah. Find a cut of like London broil, and while it's still like 90% frozen, Slice it down real thin. And then marinate it. Put it on a sheet in the oven at like 200 degrees for like 6.5, 7 hours. It'll turn into jerky.
Wow, haggis.
Haggis, from an American's perspective, is eating the inside of a goat's asshole, essentially.
I've never had
I'd suggest it.
it. Welcome back, Miss Connie.
I've had 2 trolls I had to kick out today. One was a disgruntled fan who said some really inappropriate things in my group multiple times. Said extremely inappropriate things on my page, and
That's true.
there you go. Had to kick her out of my group for just being completely inappropriate, and now she's trying to.
All right, stay safe, Scott.
All right, Scott, take care. Now she bought a shirt, and now she's trying to sell it on eBay for more than she paid for it after she's worn it and washed it. Yeah, M&M's in the dumpster. Oh, where's the big bag? Oh, they're back over there.
Mailbox button.
Somebody to send treats to.
Oh. Oh. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I tried doing that for a while, that I never got any feedback, yet I didn't know. It wasn't that I didn't want to keep doing it, it was that I never got any feedback one way or the other to know whether or not the boxes even made it there. That postcard, you can send me the, yeah, well, you're going to have to enter that raffle when it happens. When and if, well, not if, a matter of when that happens. Soon enough. So I'm going to finish this smoke here and then be on down the road. Head out to your local can. Fix and flip bikes. The bikes that I fix, I generally give away. I don't remember the last time I actually sold a. Well, I did sell a bike. I bought it to Goodwill. But I had to put some work into that, but yeah. Don't feel like you're obligated to buy a t-shirt, because they're just out there. I don't make any money on the t-shirts. The company that's making them has yet to send me a penny, so don't feel like you're obligated to buy one, because I don't make any money on them. It's just a matter of putting them out there at this point, and potentially one day I'll do it again on my own accord and do it that way. But Expression Tees has they don't even return my emails anymore. I think it's just cool to get it out there and that I have shirts, but no, Expression Tees they don't even return my emails anymore. So perhaps I need to launch a different t-shirt campaign at some point.
That's good to know. Use a flat rate box.
Well, you ship it, it doesn't cost any more. If you ship it correctly, it doesn't cost any more than if you were to ship it anywhere here in the country in a flat rate box, which is what we did, because it gets shipped to the military and then the military then disperses it with military mail. So I mean, if you got a $13 flat rate box, it's $13. You ship it to the military and then the military ships it to wherever it goes from there with their stuff. She blocked me on social media when I asked her and her boyfriend. I tagged her in a post on social media when it was snowing to come out and ride the go-kart with us, and it, like, dude, they live 2 doors away. I figured, no, they blocked me on social media. It's a good time.
And
I haven't gone down that road to figure out the, I haven't gone down the road to figure out, I need to do some homework into that. It's just been a busy couple of weeks to figure out how to do my own shit, or potentially find a company that'll actually share some of the money they make off the shirts that I'm sort of kind of selling.
Twyla's mom, thank you for your son's surname. I did not serve in the military. I was graduating college and went to sign up. And because of what my bachelor degree is in, I was told I'd be a cook. I was quite disheartened. My family did.
She joined the Little Debbie Army.
That's when it all went, that is when it went downhill. Yes, repurpose.
Absolutely. Might as well eat it. Ain't like it ever goes bad. Shit. Pounding beers and watching Mr. Nobody live on YouTube. Cause Merca. Alright folks, it's 9:45. I've been here for way too long. Be like the second episode of Law and Order we missed on mute. Man. Another notification. Anyway folks, yeah, tell your cousin we thank for his service.
Yeah, it's hitting us.
If the weather permits, we shall go dumpster diving this weekend. Oh, kitty, are you scared?
You can hear the thunder.
Come on, cat. Get your ass in there. There's bitch kitty.
Have a good night, Miss Kimberly. Good night, Miss Christine. Good night, Miss April.
Meow, 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 meow.
Night.
All right, folks, we are out of here. Peace. Fuckers.